I hushed you away when I never meant to, but sometimes fear makes us do things we don't understand. I thought distancing myself would make things easier, but all it did was create a void in my heart. Now, I wish I could undo it. The hardest part of pushing someone away is realizing they were the one person who understood me. I never meant to hurt you, but my own insecurities made me blind to the love you offered so freely. I pushed you away, not because I didn't love you, but because I was scared of losing myself in the process of loving you. Now, I see the mistake I made, and the silence between us is deafening. I never meant to push you away, but sometimes we hurt the ones we love most, not out of malice, but because we're afraid of how deeply they can affect us. In a world where we constantly search for connection, I pushed you away because I didn't know how to handle the intensity of what we shared. Now, I'm left with the echoes of a love I didn't nurture. I never meant to push you away, but the walls I built around myself became too strong, and in my desperation for control, I lost the one thing that truly mattered: your love. I pushed you away when all I wanted was to hold on tighter, and now the space between us feels too vast to bridge. I never realized how much I needed you until you were gone. There's a deep regret that comes with pushing someone away when they were the light in your life. I never meant to hurt you, but my fears became bigger than the love we shared. I pushed you away, not because I didn't care, but because I didn't know how to make you stay. In doing so, I lost more than just you. I lost a part of myself. I never meant to push you away, but I was afraid of being vulnerable. Now, I see the strength in letting my guard down, but by then, it was too late. I pushed you away when I never meant to. It was my way of protecting myself, but instead of safeguarding my heart, I closed it off to the one person who could heal it. I never meant to push you away, but my heart couldn't handle the weight of my own fears. In doing so, I only pushed myself deeper into isolation. Pushing you away was never the answer, but at the time, I thought it was. Now, I'm left with nothing but memories of a love I let slip through my fingers. I pushed you away when all I wanted was to keep you close. My actions betrayed my true feelings, and now I'm left with the consequences of a love I failed to protect. Sometimes we push people away because we're not ready to face the truth about ourselves. I pushed you away, not because of you, but because of what I couldn't admit to myself. I never meant to hurt you. Pushing you away was my misguided way of trying to protect both of us, but in reality, I only created more pain. I pushed you away when I never meant to, In doing so, I closed off a part of myself that only you had ever seen, and now I'm struggling to find my way back to that place. I never realized how much I needed you until I pushed you away. Now the space between us is filled with regret, and I long for the closeness we once shared. I pushed you away, but the love I feel for you is still here, lingering in the quiet moments. I never meant to let go, but my actions spoke louder than my heart ever did. I pushed you away because I thought I needed space, but what I really needed was your presence. Now, I'm left with a longing that I can't seem to quench. I never meant to push you away, but sometimes the fear of not being enough makes us do things we can never take back. I wish I could change it all. Pushing you away was my way of hiding from the vulnerability I feared. Now, I see how much strength it would have taken to let you in completely. I never meant to push you away, but I was caught in my own emotional chaos. Now, I realize that the only thing that could have saved me was you. I pushed you away out of fear, but now I'm left with nothing but the overwhelming silence that follows the absence of your love. I never meant to push you away, but sometimes we sabotage the things we want the most. My heart still aches for what we could have had. In pushing you away, I thought I was protecting myself, but instead, I pushed away the one thing that could have healed me. I never meant to push you away, but the weight of my own insecurities made me do it. Now, I can only hope that you find the peace I couldn't give you. I pushed you away, not because I didn't care, but because I was afraid of the depth of my feelings for you. Now, I see how that fear turned into regret. I never meant to hurt you, but in pushing you away, I created a distance that now feels insurmountable. I wish I could go back and change it all. I pushed you away when I never meant to, but sometimes love becomes too overwhelming, and instead of embracing it, we run from it. Now, I can only reflect on my mistake.